There were some schematic things I think people had given us the last couple of weeks that we weren't handling well, so that was part of that. I think always in the bye week you want to spend time on the fundamentals of getting off blocks and tackling, so we spent a little more time on that. And I think Coach Brown did a great job, like you would expect, of giving us time to work on that, but not beat them up either. We didn't do a lot of full pad tackle to the ground, crazy stuff. It was more, hey, let's focus on this for 5 minutes and get it on film and teach off of it. And so I think those are the two main things. And then, I think we've got, with some of the injuries in the secondary, we've had to some guys are having to cross-train a little bit, that weren't having to do that. And I think getting some of those guys some reps at some other spots has been good for us.
Aaron, the biggest thing I've been trying to do is teach them that how you practice is how you play. What we see in practice shows up in games. So if a guy drops the ball in practice, what I see is him dropping it against Virginia Tech, and we're less likely to call your number. And you miss tackles in practice, I see you missing tackles in a game. So we're less likely to play if we can help it. So what we've tried to do, I've really challenged our coaches with energy. Mid-season, it's kind of like midterms for kids. Sometimes there's more upsets this time of the year because they're exhausted. And they're fighting their midterms. They're staying up too late. And it's just something you don't realize. And you say, God, why are they playing so bad? Well, they're whipped. So there's this real balance at mid-season of practicing them hard enough but keeping them fresh and keeping them focused. And it's one of the real challenges, but one of the real thrills in coaching. How do you get your team to play hard every week?
When you're getting better every week like we are, sometimes I dread the open date because you want to get them back out on the field and stay in the rhythm that you're in. But there are benefits to it also if you handle it the right way. And I think one of them is you get to kind of go back to basics and refocus on fundamentals and on technique, little things that maybe you don't have quite as much time to address when you're in the schedule of a regular work week where you got to play on Saturday. And then I think the other thing is you get a little rest time and a little healing time, and I think that was really good for our team. So those are probably the two biggest benefits for us in the off week.
Do you use extra week to prepare for teams later in the schedule? Is it all Virginia Tech?
No, we really don't look ahead. I mean, there's never one more important than the next one. So, you may earmark some big game down the line on the schedule, but that game's never as important as if you don't take care of the most immediate. So there's been absolutely no focus on anybody except Virginia Tech over the course of the last 2 weeks.